And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. Getting our base set up here, and we're going to jump right into it. We are setting up an advanced generator to process and use the fuel that we will inevitably be making in this system over here. So yeah, good times. Good times are to be had. And I've got all the components built up here. I even crafted another 10 manual turbines. Thanks to Flower. Say hello. Flower is
Hello. Yeah.
crafting up the manulin. Yeah. She spends a lot of time on mute, if anybody's wondering. Anyway, gas turbine. It's gas turbine time. So these are basically free-form multi-blocks. And we're going to kind of set this up. So I want like turbine controller, and we're gonna do like redstone control and sensor module. See how they connect? Yeah, these are great. We're gonna have like the fuel tank, the fuel air mixer. We're gonna have the compressor. We're gonna have some flux action here. Let's see, at ADV. I wish there were like blank blocks that you could just kind of fill it out. But there doesn't seem to be anything like that. Fluid intake valve. We're definitely going to need, like, right along this line, we're definitely going to need one here. And we may need one here. I'm not sure. The flux generator. Well, this is where our power is going to come from. So I'm going to put one here. And we're going to put one right on top of it for no reason whatsoever. And turbine time. Yes, it is turbine time. One, two, do, do, do. Let's do this. And we're going to come over here, do that. Yeah. $14 left. Let's see. Is this a way? 14 left. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3. I don't think this is going to work out to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. So there's 9, and we have 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might as well. Okay, now we should be able to load this up. Look at that, 20,000 RF per tick max capacity. Output configuration, you can see all of these, and not sure what all of this is, but yeah, it's right now it's empty. I'm thinking that we don't need it to actually get water. I think that's kind of cool. So the flux generator here, we are going to put the power cell right on that. And this is going to be in. And we've already linked this up. I've already went out and linked it up. So we're going to put this in here, and it's going to be linked up just fine. And it's going to be output. So it's basically input on this thing, output everywhere else. And now this system is ready to go. So we just need to pipe some goodies over here. So let's go grab some fluid duct. Super laminar fluid duct to be exact. And servos. And do we have any levers? I could type. There we go. There's a lever. And I've got some bricks. Might as well use those. So yeah, 20,000 RF per tick in this little corner right over here, which is great. And this was going to be servoed, and user are going to be on high enabled, and we're going to put a lever here. So we can not only control the oil going in, but we can control the fuel going in as well. And as you can see, The oil, for some reason, has stopped again. I probably need to go move my pump down. So I had to put it way, it was a big spout this time, so I had to put it way up high. It's probably reached the limits of its processing ability. All right, so this system is up and running, ready to go. Let's kick it off, get this stuff going. Oh, let's stop it. Now, I just remembered, we need some augments. Yes, we are wasting fuel. Okay, we need 16 of these, and we are missing lead. Really? We are missing lead. Of all the things to be missing, it's lead, which is really strange. So lead goes to you. I'm going to put half a stack in you and some in you. So hopefully, as we process some of that, we will soon not be hindered at all by this system. So let's again try to craft. Let's see how many we need. Okay, we got all those. We got all those. Let's start it. This is a lot. Look at all the pulverization going on here. A lot of Constantan. It's using blaze rods. It's crafting a whole bunch of that. Now it's making gears. Now we're on the slow part of it because it's having to smelt. So while that's processing, we also want the speed augments. We want these. Increases maximum power usage. Also, tar is probably in the system. Indeed it is. Let's set this up. Finally, we can set this up. Tar. And do we want, yeah, why not? Why not? Want one of those. Want one of those. And now tar is in the system. In the drawer system, that is. So 34 in there. There's 34 up there. That's probably it for the number of crafts that we had. So we're doing good on that front. And it looks like, how many of these do we have done? Ooh, we are done. So there's the 16 reflux column. These have to be processing fossil fuels. They have to be. So we also want, so we have 16, 32, I think we want 16, yeah, 48 of these. Do we even have enough? We have enough gold, we have enough redstone. Please make 48 of those. And because of our limitation on our assemblers right now, that's why it's taking so long to actually produce these. Because it's only able to produce like one at a time versus 4 or 5 at a time. And they're not upgraded yet. So that's a problem. All right, 48. Back down. This just increases our yield with fossil fuels. So loud noise warning. This is going to be a little annoying. So just be aware. You might want to mute it now. Oh, okay. Now that that is done, yay. I'll probably try to quiet that down in post. So, yeah, that was annoying. So, yeah, a reflux column in every one, and then 3 of those will rapidly speed this up. And it will increase our yield by a lot. And it will also drain our power exceptionally fast, because every one of these is now using 240 RF per tick. Well, this right here is now using more power than we're actually producing. So, guess what we get to do? Yes. Boink. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. We are producing power. Isn't that glorious? We're pushing a lot of power out of this. 40 turbines, 20,000 RF per tick. Peak fuel consumption, fuel efficiency is 185%, so we are using 5.4 millibuckets per tick. Current production is 5,000 RF per tick because we are a little full on power, and current fuel consumption is bouncing back and forth to nothing and 2.8 millibuckets per tick. So yeah, a lot of power, a lot of good power. Output configuration is obviously set for 5,000 RF per tick. Why is that so low? Why are you... Input output 5,000. I wonder if that is per side. Do I have any... I need to see if that is per side. Leadstone, redstone energy flux duct. Let's see if this is indeed per side. Wink. So now, so what are you producing now? You're 0 RF per tick. So our limitation right now is this thing. That's only able to put out 5,000 RF per tick. Well, we are able to actually produce 4 times that. What is this one at? Advanced power cell doesn't actually tell me, and that takes those. So we need to look at other options. We need to look at other power distribution options. Well, there is one that I'm sure people are very well aware of, or not. Who knows? But I think we want to move on to that one because very much unlimited power as far as I'm aware. And that requires a lot more mechanism, a lot of mechanism stuff. So let's finish what we've started with mechanism. So it is called the Quantum Entangloporter. Yes, it's fun to say and complex to make. So let's make it. Look at all of that really scary stuff to craft. Well, refined obsidian, that's something we are crafting, no problem. The ultimate control circuit, atomic alloy. Look at all these advanced things. Well, if we look at alloys, we are already auto-crafting enriched alloys. That is something that we are doing. So let's just look at this chain here. Atomic alloy is reinforced alloy, which is enriched alloy with diamond. So if we take enriched alloy, I want to craft like 14. Let's go over here. Oh, I always do that. Let's get back down. Diamond, I think, is around here. Yes, let's put those in there. So, processing recipe, enriched alloy is going to be reinforced alloy. So alloy is actually a good one to have. Why are you... Okay. There they are. So this is the diamond set. Okay, there we go. Now we can definitely see that down here. So that's the diamond set there. Oh, well. So now we use that in the obsidian one to make the atomic alloy. So let's take a few of those and start those. This is why I wanted to get all these set up, because this crafting chain. These things are nasty. So, one of those in the obsidian one here, this is why this is more or less the top tier, because, oof, not easy to make. Atomic alloy right here, and this goes in the obsidian one. This is the first one in there, atomic alloy. So now that we have all of those set up, now we can look at the circuits and do asserts. So we have basic circuits and we have advanced circuits already done. So we need the elites, which use a few of the things we've already made. And these are just assembler recipes, so they're okay. So there's the elite. And the final one, ultimate, uses those atomic alloys and the elite control. So it's a hefty crafting chain to get up to this thing. And we already did all the legwork to make the materials in order to make the thing. And the refined obsidian ingot, well, we're going to need an osmium compressor. So that is another material. So we need a steel casing. I think this might not need it. Oh, yep, it definitely does. So, yeah, might as well craft this automatically. Look at that, 2 rows officially done. Look at that. Osmium compressor. Let's grab one of these. Not sure how many of these we're going to need eventually, but one should suffice for now. And let's put it right here. So it's already getting power. Let's set up the side config. Input. That's output. Input, output. Power in the back. We need an extra. We need osmium to come in here. So let's put that in on the bottom. And we're going to need an export bus, an interface. We're going to need 2 of these. Crafting card. Export bus, interface. Import bus. Come on, there we go. And maybe a couple more acceleration cards. And some osmium. We already have the craft set up for it. So the osmium compressor. The bottom gets the export bus, which gets the osmium, which gets the crafting card. So it's going to automatically put in osmium. The import bus is going to go in the output slot, and the interface is going to go on the input slot. Just like that. So now we have an osmium compressor. And it's putting osmium in, waiting for, you know, things to happen. And eject is off, which is fine. We're going to put a couple acceleration cards in U. And you are going to get a couple as well. And it will auto craft. See, you can see the smelter down there working. It will auto craft the osmium in there. So now that we have that, let's set up the processing recipe for obsidian. I want like 10 of these, because those take a little bit of time to make. And it's basically an ingot. So are you crafting? I know you're over here doing something. Yes, you are indeed doing something. Taking your sweet, sweet time. The time will soon come when we are maxed on speed, now that we are producing a lot of power. So, refined obsidian dust in the osmium compressor. And look at it, use that osmium. There it is. Refined obsidian ingot. And that's the output. Yoink. There we go. So that is... I need to put that way up here. Nope, down here. Right here. Okay. So we are ready to go to craft the quantum entangleporter. Oh, one more thing left. The teleportation core. Just a simple recipe. Well, simple is in the eye of the beholder there. So look at that. We're on our third row already on assemblers. That's pretty amazing. So the quantum entangleporter. We want... If we did a request for 2 of these. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All the stuff that gets crafted when we request that. Also, the fact that we are now producing a lot of power will really, really help in all of our endeavors. So, yeah, we're producing a lot of power. I don't think this thing has an inherent limitation. And it's basically kind of a replacement for the Tesseract from Thermal, which they've, the Thermal guys have explicitly stated that they will not be including that in future versions. So I shed a tier, and then I found the quantum entangleporter. So that's a thing. So yeah, this is slow craft. These things are not upgraded yet. We haven't been able to, upgrade a whole lot. So they're taking their sweet time to craft all this stuff. We are also going to want to figure out a way to do steel a little bit better, because right now we're using pulverized charcoal, and that's really not ideal. So steel, before we end the episode, steel is essentially iron. Let's see, steel here. Where is it? Steel dust. Where is steel blend? There it is. So enriched iron gets the steel blend. Enriched iron is the carbon set iron ingot into enriched iron. So we take an iron ingot. Oh, we don't have actually crafting ability to do that. Craft 1 ingot, please. So 1 iron ingot into the first set of carbon smelteries or infusers. This will use some carbon, and it will give me an enriched iron. There it is. Take that enriched iron, put it in the second one. First one gets the enriched iron. Second one's going to get the result, which is steel. And the reason why I have 2 in there is because when you're processing a lot of steel, it is a bottleneck to have one machine crafting 2 different things. So that actually made me some steel blend. Yoink. And that can go in the other infuser. So now when I do a request for steel, the first one will process, and then parallel, the second one will process, and then I can then smelt the result into actual steel. So for now, I'm going to keep that at bay because I really don't have any room in my furnace for that just yet, unfortunately. I could do steel blend to steel ingot. So let's actually rewrite that processing using sand. and that'll give me some slag, which will come in handy later. So let's put this in here. That just writes this back out. So instead of pulverized iron and charcoal, we're going to erase this and make steel blend and sand make the steel ingot. And we're going to write that back, and now it's fresh, shiny, and new. And now we are not going to be using any pulverized charcoal to make steel, which is nice. So now if I request steel, I can request 64 steel, and it will use the enriched iron process to make it, which is glorious. That's what I want. I actually want, let's cancel that. I'm going to cancel that. I actually want a bunch of steel blend. I'm going to make like 128 of that. It's because I want some muffling upgrades, and steel blend is really how you do that. So I'm going to do this. Now that we have all of these components auto-craftable, I think it's time to thoroughly upgrade our machines. Also, tier. I want to max elite tier. Look at all the glorious... Now those things don't look as scary because we've already auto-crafted them, which is awesome. And you can see green, red, and elite blue tier. None of those are actually using the same line, which is nice. I like that. All right. Well, next episode, we are going to kind of do a little bit of extra. Getting our automation system kind of maxed out. I'm gonna process some materials. Not very many, because once we get this up and running, it's gonna be just go time for ore processing. All right, but that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.